Man unafraid. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Serious issue. Serious. We have some serious issue here. Gugu Gaga, we have some serious issue under your portfolio. Yeah? Yes, man. All right, so hear this now. We see a video. Some people send a video to me with a paramedics lady. Private paramedic. And she can explain to you. When she explain it, it show me off completely. Yeah? I mean, I talk to the police them. That's why I tell you, you need police with experience and all kind of things. But under Gugu Gaga, they make all the police them gone, and the police have took up some things in them hand where it not right, Remember, it named serve, protect, and reassure the public and the people you work with. You know, work against them. Okay? But the lady explained, them have an accident, somebody die on the road. But she, them have a private ambulance. She a paramedic and she carry home our patient. And she see the accident. The accident happened and then black off. Police come black off the road, which she never have on the siren. But she carry home our patient. Them she says ambulance. Okay. Them black it off, them are take up the dead man and do whatever. Them are clear up the scene so till. But a lady behind her ambulance, I catch a stroke. But she have a driver like a taxi. She have a driver, big man. And she go, because the man come knock and say, the woman in the car catch a stroke. And she go and examine the woman. And the woman face start droopy, it go down. Stroke, high blood pressure, that weight around up. That kill you. That can kill you. Stroke can kill you. Could I kill her? And she said when she examined the woman, she said her stroke part her dead off and everything, her face had dropped down and everything. And she leave and go to the police and she explain who she is. She have an ambulance, but she want to carry the woman. And you can't believe me, say the police. And she just want, she just drive out and make the car follow because she have patient in there and them family. The police tell her, say, no, now let them through, Remember, them supposed to have a safe life. Somebody dead. And you black off and you see an ambulance and you see paramedic come talk to you as a police. You don't have no right, you break the law, brother. Because if that woman that dead or anything happened to the woman, them for hold you accountable. You and the police. Only forget to hold accountable for this. Only forget kick out of the force to and get charged. That's stupid. And every police on the need for any police to know this on the need for retrain over. Most police overseas them a paramedic. And the Google and be a foolish younger one put them in the blue dinner man. The man them now have no sympathy, nothing at all. Them no nothing at all about serve. This wrong. We are speak to now, I come on. When you get a directive and make them know. So these things wrong, These things wrong. That's why I say Google said, Listen to woman and see if this thing will hurt you. Listen here. Listen this.
Alright, so listen to this. Alright. Last night, I come from hospital with a patient in the back of my unit, in the back of the ambulance. It's a privately owned ambulance and we only service one specific area because we're contracted to them. Right? I'm bringing a patient home. It was not an emergency. There was an accident on the road out by Rosal, the Rosal Highway. Somewhere out there saw an accident on the road. Somebody got hit and they died. Rest in peace to them. This is not about them. Right? Condolences to their families. Where based on where I am in the traffic, police just come on the scene and lock you off and say nobody now pass. They must secure the scene until, whosoever come, they probably take up the body or examine the scene. Fine. We
take up the body or examine the scene. You block it off. Okay. Right.
Don't need to pass. We're not in a hurry. Again, it is not an emergency. So we don't have no siren, just our emergency lights are on. A man directly behind us, driving a privately owned vehicle, come knock on the window and ask we if we can take the person in his car to the hospital because they're actively having a stroke. I say, fine. No, we can't because we have a patient here in the back of the unit. So them, I said, there's nothing that you can do. I said, no, I can't take the patient, but I can go up to the front and ask the police if they can allow us to pass, me and you to pass, because I will turn on the siren, turn on the emergency lights and allow us to pass because you're having a stroke. I went and I looked at the lady, I examined her, and I just, based on how she looked, she was having a stroke. Her face was drooping. She had numbness in the arm, in one side of her body. She was losing feeling in the arm completely. And her consciousness, her level of consciousness was declining. Fine. I took her vitals, checked her oxygen levels, yada, 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 before I went up there to see the police. I go up there to see police, them, you know. I'm going to go stutter because I know I'm still in shock. I go up there to the police and I said, hi, my name is such and such. Good night. I'm an EMT. The flashing lights that you're seeing down there, I'm in the back of that unit with a patient. My patient is not having an emergency, but somebody directly behind the ambulance is actively having a stroke. Can you allow us to pass? The man said, do you have sirens on? Does your vehicle have sirens? He said, yes. I said, yes. He said, okay, we recognize the emergency sirens. You can pass. I said, can the person behind us pass? He said, you have to take that person and put them in an ambulance so that they can pass. I said, no.
That's wrong, you know. Because let me tell you something with the police. Police, let me tell you this. Even if I drive a private car and somebody, me and wife, anybody I drive with me, and somebody became ill, get ill. Yeah? Them get ill, get sick. Somebody get sick by me. Me can put on my four-way flash and then you ask you and you assist me even if I roadblock or something. You can't make them dead by me. You them for the responsible. It can't over here, you know. It can't happen. If I roadblock, then you are clear with you can make a part for carry me. You talk about a dead body, you talk about somebody not out to her dead. When are they dead? And you are telling her no? Continue.
Explain the situation to him, explain to him when I work and who is in the back of my ambulance and that there's a family in there. I cannot take up a patient. However, the person behind us, there's somebody driving the vehicle. It's not the person that's having the stroke that's driving, you know. There's somebody driving. Can you come and direct us out, because it wasn't far back in the traffic, so that they can pass? The man say, no. So I say, who is in charge here? The same time, the big old man with the big old face come and ask what is happening. I tell him what is happening. He said, no, you can't pass. So I said, let me get this straight. I am telling you, right, that there's somebody in the back of a vehicle right now actively having a stroke. And if you know nothing about stroke, people, if you don't know nothing about stroke, let me tell you, within the first hour of you having the stroke is the most critical hour, because brain cells, they do not regenerate. So if there's extensive damage done during a stroke, that whatever damage is done is irreversible. If them hand now move and their hand stop work because that side of the brain is damaged, no oxygen, whatever, that is it. Let me tell us that when we go back around there, the lady face is like this, and her right arm is like this to her chest, and I tried to move it and it wouldn't move. So you know, say it is progressing pretty fast. And I went back up there and the man tell me, say, lady, you can turn on your siren and leave, but nobody else cannot drive behind you and leave. People,
No, tell me if him a police, if him have sense, him that know say you have somebody sick or out for die or something, you supposed to come and assist. Clear the way, make them go on, even without the ambulance with this. You know, somebody gets sick, it could be a baby mother, it could be somebody, anybody at all. You are gonna give them assistance same time, police. You know, tell people no, like you control them life. You wanna forget fired, you know. Hey, them have to fine, you know, them and them for charge, you know, too, you know. You understand? Them for charge, you know. If this lady lose her life, them for charge them. Them for keep them out of the force too. Them more than need train over this wrong. No way at all in the world. You couldn't have this and yes, a police and police to come help you or do something. No way at all. And you have a paramedic come over to you. Have the ambulance, but a private ambulance, and I tell you the person behind them, and she test them, paramedic. And I tell you, say them have a stroke. And you look on a dead person and say, no, you're not clear it. And them now move. You, where you have a patient and you think, say you can go on. But that person not moving. Something wrong with Jamaica people. Them police, they forget fine. Yeah, them for kick out of the force. Oh, I know them name too, you know. But I have to know them, man. Oh, I know who did out there. Yeah, it's around the 10th. Oh, I know who did out there. Them not professional at all. So them feel so when you come out to the police, don't go think if you do, you block off a road, and even if you hear somebody, I'll lose them. They think I serve, protect, and reassure. Serve, protect, and reassure. That not serve. That not serve. And you not protect the person's life neither. And you not reassure them neither. None out of the three. Them are not police. This is not police. This is a goddamn shame. Google this under your watch as leader. Yeah? They might need more than train over back. Eh? Paramedic come to you and do the vital. Finish listening this.
That makes sense? I am so upset. That means I'm going to go talk about it. I'm going to go send no video. But here what the man tell me say, if I turn on my siren, even though I explain to him, you know, say I'm not having an emergency, so I don't really need to bypass traffic because my patient understands, say, hey, there was an accident in the road. We might be here for a few minutes. And them say, all right. You go tell me, say, all right, you turn on the siren, you can't leave because we recognize the emergency vehicle. We recognize emergency vehicles and their sirens, so you can pass. But the person behind you, who is actively having a stroke, have you sit down and wait? So I sat there and I waited with them in the traffic, just continuously checking for them. Thank you to my patients for allowing me to just go and do that. So I was just checking on her because when you're having a stroke, there's nothing I can do as an EMT in Jamaica. There's absolutely nothing I can do but get her to the nearest facility as fast as possible and continue monitoring her vitals until we get there. Nothing. We're not traffic. We did it for about a good half an hour. People, half an hour. So the last time I checked on the lady, she could not speak to me. Yeah, when I went to her at first, she could tell me her name, her speech was slurred, whatever. The last time, which is about 5 minutes before they let us pass, which is when they release everybody, you know, everybody. 5 minutes before they let us pass, she could barely speak to me. She could barely speak to me. Yo, mate. And this is why I feel like the Jamaican Constabulary Force need to be retrained, because there is no way me can't tell her that I go tell me say no, you can pass, but them have to sit down and wait.
You hear what people have got you? You hear this? It can't be a real country. This can't be real. This cannot be real. And I watch Kugo. Government are only to take care of this, you know. You see, police. Hey, let me tell you something. If you look on some police, let me take off something and show you. I think me have it on my phone right or so. Police are them put out everything every day. Because the matter of fact, them police are do thing for them turn police over here, you know. Them do, you know, where you go do some time, where you donate some time and maybe some home and all kind of thing before you turn police. If you have a part, a human part, boy, you. It named serve, protect, and reassure. There is no way you somebody have stroke. Even if you're in your private car, you can't back up. You have an accident, somebody die. But you have said she can come out and go. She said, our patient knowing that and that. Because we recognize your light, but we don't recognize the woman we're out for dead. Yes, she said she attack. Remember, you know, half an hour, you know, it mean, 10 minutes mean a different much as half an hour. And she sit down in that half an hour, the woman can't talk when she go back there. Now play it back. This is how we're going in Jamaica. This, no, listen, and them duty if you see that woman they are right, you know. So if somebody did come and grab a handbag, them that run down the person and shoot him down like dog. And say them a protect our rights. But this is our life. And your life this now, you know. Life and death. Stroke. You know, high blood pressure, you get stroke and everything. So you know it can run up. And you get a stroke. Brain cell are dead. And could attack. And your face get droopy down. And I lose all of the feelings. And the police make you sit down there for half an hour. This is unacceptable in a Jamaica. We're not business. We have to find them police here. Who did out there? We have to know. And them forget punished for this. Them forget charged for it. And if a woman end up dead, them for charge for murder too. You answer it, man. Them for charge for murder too. You understand? Them have to charge for something. So manslaughter or something. Manslaughter. Yes. Them for charge. Me say it couldn't be over here anywhere and police see this and do that. Them might get kicked out. Them might get charged. Them have to get charged. No, well, the police them know better than that. This is embarrassment. This is a total embarrassment. This is a total embarrassment. It's a total disrespect. Look here. You have a police. You must say, look here.
When you're on general patrol, in uniform in a marked car, take the time to smile and wave hi to the kids. Take it from me. Some of them may remember it for years. Those little human interactions are important. That can make their day, but it could make your day as well. They're important for everybody involved. Good luck to you.
So police.
You're on general patrol, in uniform in a marked car, take the time to smile and wave hi to the kids. Take it from me. Some of them may remember it for years. Those little human interactions are important. That can make their day, but it could make your day as well. They're important for everybody involved. Good luck to you.
This is how police did, and not true. You say when you mark here, you see the kids and smile to them. Don't make them feel up. It's a different everything. In a Jamaica, now them are trained you for, when you say police, them are for serious, you're afraid of police. It names serve, protect, and reassure. Not supposed to afraid to approach a police. It's wrong. You have a paramedic out there and I try to save a woman's life because the man knock on the woman just get stroke. Slaughter Rosal and Uno should assist that she reach at the hospital. You're more interested than the person who dead already but can't come back. For make one more dead too. You tell me say we not serve the police. We not police. We not shit. Them are not police. No real police now do that. And you know say you serve, protect, and reassure. Let me tell you this. Even if it's a you see somebody drop down on that's like name serve, protect, and reassure. Policing. You know what I mean? So you have to run on a man because they have a long gun. Or the person have to get robbed. Then you attend to the person and then run down who robbed the person and shoot them down. And the policing that. That ain't policing. You understand? The few minutes, it's vital. Very vital. No, but you can look it up, it's very vital. And them look on her and tell her, no. Them say, listen me, Uncle, we will make you go through. You have to take she have a patient. Remember that private, remember that under the public. The police, by the way, the police are run. Them should be AT&T too, you know. Them should be paramedics too. And them should have run and can take fear vitals and help the woman instead. And I call ambulance, but we don't have no ambulance. Them call this a private ambulance in them area. They carry on them private citizens there and do what they do. They might tell her, say, hey, we will let you through if you take up that lady there. Put her in the ambulance because we recognize that ambulance siren, but we don't recognize somebody else. And the public, they might work for neither. They have it different. They might think about destruction, not for save life. That's not saving life, you know. And that wrong in every way has been even have to talk, you know. Yo, the whole of Jamaica have to condemn them. I have to know who and them get punished. And we're going to see what Gugu Gaga do with this. Because we know everything. Them do not with this. Because we are going to turn out with this tomorrow, you know. We have to mash them up, you know. This bad man. Any police, which police could have seen something like this in them place and leave it like that and tell you that? You want a job. And they might charge him, by the way. Me not even ask. You might forget charge. And if she did charge him for manslaughter or something. You understand? You make you sit down there for half an hour. I have to go play it back straight again and listen. If you listen to me really, I hear good. You understand? Them should have escort and make sure the woman all right and reach a hospital and more than one of them on the scene, and you call more, right? You get busy. Number one, you run, go look on the woman. Not even that them go do. Them just say, no, we're not letting you through. Eh? Remember, on a one lane road, you know? You have more than one lane. You have 2 lanes, you have an exit because half shoulder, right? You have 2 lanes. So you don't let her through. You don't make sure clear the way and say, yes, ma'am. Fast as possible. I bet you ever them mother did in there, then granny. You know so fast they move. Because the police, them in Jamaica, them feel them entitled now for just angle you. Anyway, they want to angle you because of policing. That ain't policing. We can't tell them that zero. That not policing, none at all. None whatsoever. Them things say, okay, the dead body more important than a live person. We're all for dead. She have a dead too, and then them put a yellow tape there and then get somebody come take her out of the car. That makes sense to you? Eh? Them not have nothing them human in them neither, you know. Them not police, you know. This have to stop, you know. This need to stop. Remember, play it back from top. Play it back from top. Google, this have to soak in.
It's a privately owned ambulance and we only service one specific.
Let me start from top.
Alright, so listen to this. Alright. Last night, I come from a hospital with a patient in the back of my unit, in the back of the ambulance. It's a privately owned ambulance and we only service one specific area because we're contracted to them. Right? I'm bringing a patient home. It was not an emergency. There was an accident on the road out by Rosal, the Rosal Highway. Somewhere out there, so one accident happened on the road. Somebody got hit and they died. Rest in peace to them. This is not about them. Right? Condolences to their families. We're based on where I am in the traffic. Police just come on the scene and lock you off and say nobody now pass. They must secure the scene until, you know, whosoever come, probably take up the body or examine the scene. Fine. We don't need to pass. We're not in a hurry. Again, it is not an emergency. So we don't have on no siren, just our emergency lights are on. A man directly behind us, driving a privately owned vehicle, come knock on the window and ask we if we can take the person in his car to the hospital because they're actively having a stroke. I say, fine. No, we can't because we have a patient here in the back of the unit. So I said, there's nothing that you can do. I said, no, I can't take the patient, but I can go up to the front and...
So she should do her duty still, and a private thing, not government thing. But yes, still she come out and do the right thing. She can't put you there so in her next patient and them family in the back of the vehicle. But I remember, you know, and she can't grade her next private thing because maybe you don't have the money to pay it. But she can't talk to the police, them and block off the road. Them know Jamaica should have run that we have ambulances. We could have taken him. But she couldn't put out the patient out of that thing. But yes, still she could have go and do the vitals and everything. Remember, she get paid at a private thing that we go do our work, you know. But yes, still she can come and assist. He might get paid through the public purse. Taxpayers' money. The same woman money too. Taxpayers' money. But she knows she have a duty as a paramedic to go out and examine the woman and see if she really have a stroke and try to do what. And I tell them. See? Privately owned vehicle, this ambulance. And they must say, hey, you can go through. Put her in the private vehicle where she can't do. People are paying them money for go do this. And the government have ambulances to do it. And then if you are driving a car, you know what this I tell you? If you are driving, shall we humanitarian man, she say, yeah. So if the government you have a car and drive and you call police and things, they must say, hey, we can't help you. No, it names serve, protect, and reassure. So you serve, like how the government supposed to serve the people of Jamaica. They must servant of the people. Them put it away, them are them boss. Them running them do all kind of things to you because it don't get up on paper, but them not act. So I'm going to say like, say, manly act them kind of way. They know, say, okay, we listen to the people. I'm going to put in this to the people and we work for the people. Them want to do something different. So this completely wrong, people. This half limits, I know. This, them police have to get fine and charge and kick out of the force. Them are not police. And them have a directive from up at the top. Yeah, up at the top. Them have them to tell them, so listen me, any more thing like this, make sure you not attend to the people them. When you hear stroke, I want to hear this heart attack. You have to attend to them and make sure you, even if a black road, make sure them go through. Somebody escort them and make sure them all right. More than half an hour you sit down there with the woman. And when she done, she can't move and can't talk. So if she dead or now, it depends for them shoulder. Should I touch her and slaughter too? Welcome to Jamaica. Play it back.
Yes. We're based on where I am in the traffic. Police just come on the scene and lucky off. I said nobody now pass. They must secure the scene until, you know, whosoever come, probably take up the body or examine the scene. Fine. We don't need to pass. We're not in a hurry. Again, it is not an emergency. So we don't have on no siren, just our emergency lights are on. A man directly behind us, driving a privately owned vehicle, come knock on the window and ask we if we can take the person in his car to the hospital because they're actively having a stroke. I say, fine. No, we can't because we have a patient here in the back of the unit. So I said, there's nothing that you can do. I said, no, I can't take the patient, but I can go up to the front and ask the police if they can allow us to pass, me and you to pass, because I will turn on the siren, turn on the emergency lights and allow us to pass because you're having a stroke. I went and I looked at the lady, I examined her, and I just, based on how she looked, she was having a stroke. Her face was drooping. She had numbness in the arm, in one side of her body. She was losing feeling in the arm completely. And her consciousness, her level of consciousness was declining. Fine. I took her vitals, checked her oxygen levels, yada, 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 before I went up there to see the police. I go up there to see police, them, you know. I'm going to go stutter because I know I'm still in shock. I go up there to the police and I said, hi, my name is such and such. Good night. I'm an EMT. The flashing lights that you're seeing down there, I'm in the back of that unit with a patient. My patient is not having an emergency, but somebody directly behind the ambulance is actively having a stroke. Can you allow us to pass? The man said, do you have sirens on? Does your vehicle have sirens? He said, yes. I said, yes. He said, okay, we recognize the emergency sirens. You can pass. I said, can the person behind us pass? He said, you have to take that person and put them in an ambulance so that they can pass. I said, no. I explained the situation to him, explained to him when I work and who is in the back of my ambulance and that there's a family in there. I cannot take up a patient. However, the person behind us, there's somebody driving the vehicle. It's not the person that's having the stroke that's driving, you know. There's somebody driving. Can you come and direct us out, because it wasn't far back in the traffic, so that they can pass? The man said, no. So I say, who is in charge here? The same time, the big old man with the big old face come and ask what is happening. I tell him what is happening. He said, no, you can't pass. So I said, let me get this straight. I am telling you, right, that there's somebody in the back of a vehicle right now actively having a stroke. And if you know nothing about stroke, people, if you don't know about stroke, let me tell you, within the first hour of you having the stroke is the most critical hour, because brain cells, they do not regenerate. So if there's extensive damage done during a stroke, that whatever damage is done is irreversible. If them hand now move and their hand stop work because that side of the brain is damaged, no oxygen, whatever, that is it. Let me tell us that when we go back around there, the lady face is like this, and her right arm is like this to her chest, and I tried to move it and it wouldn't move. So you know, say it is progressing pretty fast. And I went back up there and the man tell me, say, lady, you can turn on your siren and leave, but nobody else cannot drive behind you and leave. People, that makes sense? I am so upset. That means I go talk about it, I mean I go send no video, but here what the man tell me, say, if I turn on my siren, even though I explain to him, say I'm not having an emergency, so I don't really need to bypass traffic because my patient understands, say, hey, there was an accident in the road, we might be here for a few minutes. And them say, all right. You go tell me, say, all right, you turn on the siren, you can't leave because we recognize the emergency vehicle. We recognize emergency vehicles and their sirens, so you can pass. But the person behind you who is actively having a stroke, have you sit down and wait? So I sat there and I waited with them in the traffic, just continuously checking for them. Thank you to my patients for allowing me to just go and do that. So I was just checking on her, because when you're having a stroke, there's nothing I can do as an EMT in Jamaica. There's absolutely nothing I can do but get her to the nearest facility as fast as possible and continue monitoring her vitals until we get there. Nothing. We not traffic. We did it for about a good half an hour. People, half an hour. So the last time I checked on the lady, she could not speak to me. When I went to her at first, she could tell me her name, her speech was slurred, whatever. The last time, which is about 5 minutes before they let us pass, which is when they release everybody, everybody. 5 minutes before they let us pass, she could barely speak to me. She could barely speak to me. And this is why I feel like the Jamaican Constabulary Force need to be retrained, because there is no way me can't tell her that. I go tell me, say, no, you can pass, but them have to sit down and wait.
So and this is about this question, This is not even about this question. This is about saving life. So and about him, this question, this him have a duty. Is a this is about not this question now, Him make the woman suffer if she have any brain damage, if them the whole of them forget charge. This are them duty. Remember, you protect life, Protect, you reassure, serve, protect, and reassure. I'm duty to see that she reach a hospital. And them that a part of them duty, A part of them duty. Not for when a man dead, you lift him up and throw him in a van back. This a part of them duty. You can't say no. Number one, them should have reached down there. Police should have run, go down there. Breathless and make sure she alright and clear the way. This is not discretion one want to use. I want to eat that Google them. I'm duty. Hey, them forget charge of this. Them need to get charge of this. Yeah? Them need to get charge of this. Opposition, you have to draw them attention to, because the government not working. See? But them need to get charge of this. And for them due to this. That's why it's a serve, protect, and reassure. Them for know what them they mean. And they're like, oh, may I use a discretion. That's when you write ticket. I'm going to break something to use a discretion. This a life and death. This now no discretion for use or you block the person. You're mad. And your duty to save life. And your duty to make life just waste. And people suffer like that. Eh? Him have to get charged. Them forget charge. Them have to know this. You understand? When you swear upon them badge, for uphold the law. And them things, say, me recognize at a police, if you know all these things, me recognize the ambulance. But the private car, when we go see, that mean, remember, we don't have no ambulance, people. Think about this. We don't have no ambulance. A private ambulance like them here run. When you see two, them get something from Japan the other day, them yam it and they must sell it to private thing, because pay that them a chop. Poor people money. That's why you see we have to do human rights activist work, straight, You understand that? You have to educate the people them to them rights. The police have a duty, same like, notice, although she not the private thing, but she, because I saw it one half, because in them place, the private place, them access to things, same way, them have to stabilize you and send you off to the bigger hospital, same way. And them duty, them get in a trouble. You understand? So when she should do something right. Him have a badge for serve and protect and reassure. Him never did a serve. Him not protect her life. Him a think about a dead man when I get up back. You bung off that, if the van, remember you can't stop emergency vehicle. Whether fire, whether this, whether that. But also, you have put on a 4-way, him have to let you through. when you hear emergency, remember when I have an accident. So you will have more of this, and you go to a police stop you because you don't have a ambulance driving. Them forget charge. A crime them commit, you know. Them commit crime. So this is not about for use no discretion. Fling that out the door. This is not nothing about no discretion. When you know on the duty, man. You understand? This time not for doing no discretion, you know. This is not like me I run through a light and the police using discretion for give me thing. In fees I know well, if they have stroke, I use my discretion, me now let you through. Chef she dead there. Well, me sit down. I remember enough, she reach up there so. Rosa, so the hospital are there too far. If she reach there, can save her life or save some of the brain cell. If can remember she not just walk again if they are dead, her part are dead and them brain cell they gone, you know. Them have something with them give, you know, she not have it, you know. And I like she have some 81 where she could have chew two or them get the thing on that tongue for, you know, and the clot card, some little clot or something. Cause remember the stroke run up, you know. Blood pressure run up and all kind of thing. Can't get heart attack this and kill her same way. See? Man said no, I'm more than half an hour. That no, that a real punishment. That this them pass, them place now. This have nothing to do with no discretion. You understand? You understand? This are them duty. Because that's why you have police, you know. Because remember, you know, if you see a man go along a man to go stab him, you gotta shoot a man because remember you have to try to protect a one, you know. You try to save a life. So when a person have a heart attack or something and to go doctor, your duty now. Remember, we don't have even the ambulances. So even if a private car, you know, they might tell you, say, hey, me can't stop you, I make you dead, you know. It underset work. This is like, me never on a driver's seat, me never on a seat belt, and you use a discretion and give me a warning. We are the one and say, hey, listen, ma'am, next time, now have no stroke this year, now have no stroke. I make you blind, make you go through and go to hospital. And me control the life too, you know. Because you're out for dead this, you know, you're out for both span. So here what I do now. I hold in the traffic. I don't feel like let you through. Them forget charged with it. Them need to get charged with this. You understand? And them duty to make sure you are right. See? Like them, hey, no, you happen. Turn on your siren. Put her in a, them all tell all the paramedic, put her in a ambulance with other people. It's a private ambulance. The government supposed to provide these things. See? Government supposed to provide these things. Yeah? And this is where them go on with. This a garbage. This a total garbage. Eh? No, man, don't ever forget up against this, man. Them have a duty, you know. Eh? Them break them thing that where them go play through up all little laws and do all kind of things and serve. Them break that. Them forget charge. And every police use this as a milestone. I know. So when you see, even a private car, you supposed to come out and get, and it's not about discretion. This now have nothing to do with no discretion now. Better you not being a police, you just go about your business. Careful, no, say this different from discretion. You can pick up a body, an accident, but you hear somebody have a heart attack or have getting a stroke. Pressure going through the roof, blood cell, maybe some blood clot each up in the brain and run going up there, so mash you up. The woman attack and you have her there for more like half an hour. That when she keep on checking on her, life and death. Life and death. And you say, no, we're not let you through. You put on your siren and go through, but we're not let them through. That know that me a killer for the woman. Eh? Them should have escort the woman. But them should have do it, you know, because we don't have the ambulance. Them should have do it. And them duty, you know. And them feel long on them duty. So we just remind them. You understand? We remind them and tell them, yo, when you feel on the duty, this, and something about no discretion in your duty, this you feel on, you know. Every woman that you know for charge manslaughter to, you know. Them forget kick out of the force. Them forget punish. If you find one who down there, those are that mean I don't have mobile then come from somewhere down there. Saying, find out who find out who them. Them have them duty for play yourself. You understand? You not beg them to do it neither. Them and the police. Them forget kick out of the force and them forget charge. You understand? This a fool, this a garbage. This is supposed to happen. Eh? Which part in the world ever hear this? Eh? So uncle time them act, and when you're dead, them flinging or something. Or, you know, them lock off and something. Anything could happen. Anything else could happen. More people than that could have end up dead or something. And you hear that you are a run. Go look and assist with her. You know, say, hey, me recognize the ambulance, but them can't follow back at you. Unless you put her in the y'all dictate to people now. Me don't know it's a dictator country. Y'all tell woman for the wrong. Eh? She can't put out members a private ambulance and a government ambulance this. And then they call the next one. Me don't want to take out the one and put and leave on the road. She and her family member in the back. Remember some small thing them have, you know. Eh? The man them have a duty and them feel, you know, to carry out them duty. Them more sit down and wait till mad now who come pick up a body, who come and pick up a body, and block off the whole road for half an hour. That don't make no sense. Them and the police. Rosal, if a Rosal police them will find out who them do this and them forget charge. And who know up there so, hey, this will be a big thing in Jamaica, you know. You can't sweep this under no carpet, you know. Because them not doing a police duty. And every police, you know, them have a duty for do. Every one of them. Single one. This is about this question. Hey, them don't know police, you know. This alone put if they are firing, you know, say you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. This is a coming like, oh, you see the guy and when name? Lied, when name? Flied, when name? The one where the police stand up there, remember him stand up there, the man neck, you know. How much of them gone to prison? Well, 4. When the guy was trained, we say, listen, you're killing him. Get off him neck, him sit on the man neck same way. Right? There are Chinese looking police, when the man move to him, man, get back. Remember, I'm not touching man now. But him aiding and betting him to kill the man. And the man said, I cannot breathe. And thinks, okay. All the way, I mean, I have to shoot him, I sit down in the neck and cut off your ear and cut off your man, George Floyd. I'm going to kill yourself. And then that 2 hours long in foot. Them guys, see them, you know, with them there. A federal charge them face. We not forget real. The place have to clean up. Eh? Boy, for them out there, like, you know, not name this question yourself. We need to do no duty. And this a feel that, hey, them Gugu Gaga, I don't know what you tell them barely or the whole know. But you better get pan this, because we're not done with this, you know. Because them duty, them have to do, you know. Maybe just one, you know. Anything like this in them serve, protect, and reassure. Yeah? Uno see something in a private car and the place block up. Uno have to put our phone the siren and carry them through. So she never did it, and she come out in a private thing and assist. And you hear this, you just come blatant and say, no. You can leave, put on your siren and leave, because we recognize you, but you don't recognize the citizen where you serve. Eh? The woman attacks until half an hour she not attack and dead and all kind of things and her face drop down and everything. Eh? Them if you not call this scene away, those are police. Them are police out there. Eh? Them are police out there. Colgate, no, them police up there, sir. And those are police. No, them police who want to know who. Bernard, we want to know who them. Yeah, man. See? But them due to them fail, you know. Big time, you know. And we have to use this for a teaching lesson. This can't let go for this. That's why tomorrow in a town I'll make me a beat it hard, man. This wrong man. Yeah, brother. This are them duty. This is about, you know, me I use a discretion. If you live, you hear an emergency like that. And you can't say a lie. The woman, she come, the vehicle, she come and she tell you. And this is the way you tell her. Eh? She tell you. She in that field. Someone should have turned paramedics too. And for you hear that, you know say, okay, it's the next emergency on top of him dead already. Make us save a life here. One on one, jump in the car. Leader! Make them clear the way fast and make them run go to hospital with the woman quick. The woman will come out in her uniform and everything and tell her say she do the vital. She having a stroke. You tell her, no. Put her in your ambulance and take her. We recognize your ambulance, we don't recognize them. And them you serve and protect, you know, I said, you know. Eh? We don't, the people, they don't have a job. somebody mother or grandmother or something, don't it? Eh? Eh? You can't even describe them people. Them are not police. They are not. You understand? Never play about this one more time and listen now, because this mashed me up.
Area, because we're contracted to them, right? All right, so listen to this. All right, last night I come from hospital with a patient in the back of my unit, in the back of the ambulance. It's a privately owned ambulance, and we only service one specific area because we're contracted to them, right? I'm bringing a patient home. It was not an emergency. There was an accident on the road out by Rosal, the Rosal Highway. Somewhere out there, so one accident on the road. Somebody got hit and they died. Rest in peace to them. This is not about them, right? Condolences to their families. We're based on where I am in the traffic. Police just company scene and lucky off. I said nobody now pass. They must secure the scene until, you know, whosoever come, if probably take up the body or examine the scene. Fine. We don't need to pass. We're not in a hurry. Again, it is not an emergency. So we don't have no siren, just our emergency lights are on. A man directly behind us, driving a privately owned vehicle, come knock on the window and ask we if we can take the person in his car to the hospital because they're actively having a stroke. I say fine. No, we can't, because we have a patient here in the back of the unit. So I said, there's nothing that you can do. I said, no, I can't take the patient, but I can go up to the front and ask the police if they can allow us to pass, me and you to pass, because I will turn on the siren, turn on the emergency lights and allow us to pass because you're having a stroke. I went and I looked at the lady, I examined her, and I just based on how she looked, she was having a stroke. Her face was drooping. She had numbness in the arm, in one side of her body. She was losing feeling in the arm completely. And her consciousness, her level of consciousness was declining. Fine. I took her vitals, checked her oxygen levels, yada, 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 before I went up there to see the police. I go up there to see police, them, you know. I'm going to go stutter because I know I'm still in shock. I go up there to the police. And I said, hi, my name is such and such. Good night. I'm an EMT. The flashing lights that you're seeing down there, I'm in the back of that unit with a patient. My patient is not having an emergency, but somebody directly behind the ambulance is actively having a stroke. Can you allow us to pass? The man said, do you have sirens on? Does your vehicle have sirens? He said, yes. I said, yes. He said, okay, we recognize the emergency sirens. You can pass. I said, can the person behind us pass? He said, you have to take that person and put them in an ambulance so that they can pass. I said, no. I explained the situation to him, explained to him when I work and who is in the back of my ambulance and that there's a family in there. I cannot take up a patient. However, the person behind us, there's somebody driving the vehicle. It's not the person that's having the stroke that's driving, you know. There's somebody driving. Can you come and direct us out, because it wasn't far back in the traffic, so that they can pass? The man said, no. So I say, who is in charge here? The same time, the big old man with the big old face come and ask what is happening. I tell him what is happening. He said, no, you can't pass. So I said, let me get this straight. I am telling you, right, that there is somebody in the back of a vehicle right now actively having a stroke. And if you know nothing about stroke, people, if you don't know about stroke, let me tell you, within the first hour of you having the stroke is the most critical hour, because brain cells, they do not regenerate. So if there's extensive damage done during a stroke, that whatever damage is done is irreversible. If them hand now move and their hand stop work because that side of the brain is damaged, no oxygen, whatever, that is it. Let me tell us that when we go back around there, the lady face is like this. and her right arm is like this to her chest, and I tried to move it and it wouldn't move. So you know, say it is progressing pretty fast. And I went back up there and the man tell me, say, lady, you can turn on your siren and leave, but nobody else cannot drive behind you and leave. People, that makes sense? I am so upset. That means I go talk about it. I mean, go send no video. But here what the man tell me, say, if I turn on my siren, even though I explain to him, say I'm not having an emergency, so I don't really need to bypass traffic, because my patient understands, say, hey, there was an accident in the road, we might be here for a few minutes. And them say, all right. You go tell me, say, all right, you turn on the siren, you can't leave because we recognize the emergency vehicle. We recognize emergency vehicles and their sirens, so you can pass. But the person behind you who is actively having a stroke, have you sit down and wait? So I sat there and I waited with them in the traffic, just continuously checking for them. Thank you to my patients for allowing me to just go and do that. So I was just checking on her, because when you're having a stroke, there's nothing I can do as an EMT in Jamaica. There's absolutely nothing I can do but get her to the nearest facility as fast as possible and continue monitoring her vitals until we get there. Nothing. We not traffic. We did it for about a good half an hour. People, half an hour. So the last time I checked on the lady, she could not speak to me. When I went to her at first, she could tell me her name, her speech was slurred, whatever. The last time, which is about 5 minutes before they let us pass, which is when them release everybody, you know, everybody. 5 minutes before they let us pass, she could barely speak to me. She could barely speak to me. Yo, me. And this is why I feel like the Jamaican Constabulary Force need to be retrained, because there is no way me can't tell her that. I go tell me, say, no, you can pass, but them have to sit down and wait. Brother.
No, you talk, you want to see what me talk about Jamaica? Can't happen nowhere in the world. And me say, to say, you know, police use discretion. This isn't about discretion, it's about your job. That's a part of your job. Serve, protect, and reassure. You don't do none of them. None. You don't come and more look on a dead body. Somebody ought to die. Because stroke can kill you there, you know. Because everything I raise up, you know, push up your blood pressure, blood weight, a bust, or some part of you dead or something black. You know, you have foreign paramedics, you know, them that put something under your tongue, them that give some little thing. Our people, them not equipped. Them not equipped. You understand? You know what me attack. You know, me have people up here, so I'm not call them name. Know what me attack. You understand? Them are give something. Them are give something. Because them are try, you know, stabilize you and move with you fast. And even when you call you feel sick, you can see a fire truck come, paramedics. Them are come, them are do your vital same time and everything too. Them can resuscitate you too. Remember you know call for fire, you know. Fire truck. They come and when the ambulance come take over, but them are come do what them have to do. Because them train. Police of Jamaica, you have police train too. Police of Jamaica, them not train. This now, them step out of bound. This are them bound duty where them supposed to serve and protect and reassure, you know, for save life, you know. This, if them alone do man dead, you know. And them that be the cause that it makes you sit down for more than half an hour in a traffic, you know. And I tell somebody, I tell the paramedic, say, listen, you can turn on, we recognize the ambulance, but we don't recognize the people them behind that. Them have to go sit down and wait. She have to go dead too. And then we take her out to put her red tape. But that them I tell her. And then you watch this Gugu Gaga. You see me? Yeah? Yeah? You understand? This bad. You understand? This bad. This bad. Serve, protect, and reassure. This bad. It's fair to say. This bad. So this is not about to use the discretion. So you have drive a private car and you don't care who you get because we don't have no ambulances in Jamaica like that. Police tell me come pick up by the trade, a man and get shot in a thing and then drive and go a doctor. You say somebody sick. This is not something where you say, okay, my black have one part. Somebody have an emergency. When you hear it name emergency and a paramedic come tell you you are clear the way. Matter of fact, You'd use a police vehicle and carry the and lead them. Lead them to where them are go. You understand? You have to carry them. You have to go lead them. Not all. They sit down there and say, no. You will recognize that vehicle. You them need to train over back for you. And this are not about no use no hey my virgin. This is not about no use no discretion. This is not about me have a seatbelt or you talk to me about something. This is a life and death. You understand? This is not about you wait till somebody dead and you pack them up in a something. And I saw it go. And I saw it go. You understand? No. This it's a total wrong. Me never understand. Most people are private vehicle. So if you sick and around you and see police and them want to stop you, put on your four-way flasher. Them know something you have there for an emergency. They will stop you. And instead of them help you go through. First time them used to do it, you know. I don't know what happened to Google and something. First time in our life, first time. You have police them understand you put on four-way and you have speed. Them they run it down for stop it through speed. They say, bam, and blow the hand. Them that more try to get in front of you for direct you. First, that long time. First time. You understand? This bad man. This bad. I call one of my virgin. Hey, Jamaica gone from bad to worse. Them forget charge, man. You understand? Them forget charge. What happened, fam? Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear me.
Yeah, man, I hear you, man. You ever say anything like this yet, man?
Beyond embarrassing, brother. She's beyond embarrassing. I've never seen any. I'm in total shock.
Brother, anybody, if you hear something like this, it show me I have something I can't believe it. Man, I say, yo, I recognize the ambulance. So, you can go, but them can't move. Eh?
Something, when something is wrong, man. Something is wrong. As the lady said giving her a little speech, something has to be done, retraining, something. Something has to be done.
Because a part of them duty, you know. It's a part of them duty. A serve, protect, and reassure. You know a part of them duty. So, you know, I see somebody, and we look them at choke, and they say police on their little baby, when you look at them, go save the baby. Them know what to do, you know. You hear somebody have a stroke. And before the face get droopy, the hand can't move, the face gets droopy, she can't even talk, and nothing, you make she sit down for half an hour. She don't have the medication for her, you know. Fail power, you know. She have to just try to reach the hospital quickly. They must say, listen, you can turn on your side and go on. But them can't move. And them don't even go and walk and go look for the woman and say, hey, and who in charge say, listen, for the pilot, them, make them reach the hospital quick with her. That makes sense? They're more grown there because you have police wait till when them pick up the dead and they will open the place. Eh? You understand? It's bad.
Yes. How many times we see on the numerous occasions people being injured in one way or another. The way them move the people, even on your platform more than one time.
Yes.
We have to talk about these things. They're moving the people. Because you know my background is both law enforcement and my healthcare.
Yeah, we know. Yes.
Certification.
Yes.
So I don't understand why is it. You understand that this situation is what it is, and the policeman them. I can't understand it. And these are the things that is so embarrassing. Megavolt, big up yourself. Apps, big up yourself. PhD, blessings. Mr. G, still have to say with people. But this is so sad. I'm lost for words, man. Them should be happy for escort the ambulance and the person having the attack. What kind of foolishness are going on at the JCF? What is this? And I'm sure they get CPR training and other training too.
They must stop it, brother. Them stop, man. Must, because something wrong. And them forget charge too. If that person that die, you charge them for manslaughter. Some negligence. You have to put some charge on them. You have to kick them out of the force. Because them have go around and do the same thing again, brother. Them no good for the force. It can be you come out in a war mode. So you go pick up a dead body, but we hear something over here, so we go shoot. The force under them for that. I serve, protect, and reassure. What time you for shoot, you know? No follow what Chang say, you know? No follow what Crab say, you know? Good time you shoot your weapon and save life. If the citizen life threatened, like a man that hold up somebody or them do something, or your life in danger. And if you just see a man that say, hey, me not like you, me shoot you, me a police, me tell lie upon you. And the case done. That's why we get out of hand with these things. It's wrong.
100%. And,
You understand?
you know, so you took the word from me when basically you took the word from me now when you said the instructions given by the Ministry of National Security and his cronies.
Yeah.
You understand? You have to wonder sometimes if this is the reason why the man them behave the way them behave. Big up yourself, you know.
Then them Comm Gugu give them instruction, yeah.
Of course.
Kill.
Because
Don't carry it. So when the woman are dead, you know better. When the woman are dead, I get struck. So it's a next dead body that don't even carry her gun away. If them are telling them to kill, they just like I just kill them on their mind. You feel just dead. It's wrong.
100% wrong. I mean, and this is what we talk about credibility within the JCF and amongst the JCF members. Because I'm 100% sure, I'm not being facetious or naive. I've never in my years serving been in a situation where I've experienced this. Absolutely not. And I'm not joking.
Me never see this said before. Me never see it.
Get injured. Me see people get injured and police.
Police are run with you and them and lead the way, brother. This never, them never happen.
I've never seen this way. Honest to God. And people in the chat, me not be a hypocrite. Me not be a hypocrite when me say.
Police, all right. Let me tell you what me see. One time, you know, me do some woman. I touch Spanish Town Road. And right out near to Matches Lane this. You know, you just come from the parkway. I go to west. I head to west. Now it out that 2 mile way out of dynamic sound way. And the youth run down the lane, like them stab him up. I mean, I tell you, say, a police jeep just a passing like in time, as him drop. Me see them run out and one be like a kerchief, a tie, you know, where blood I run from. And then just take him up and push him, zoot, and sail with him, you know. Them no wait, you know. Them a try to save him, like them stab him up. See, but that back in the days. Saying? Them just run out with him same time, hospital, like, them a rush him, you know. Saying? Them a stop, brother. Because you can't name self-protect and reassure. Police, when police say, when you say emergency, you attend to emergency. You pilot them if a private car. Tell them put on them 4-way, you pilot them through that no traffic no hold them up. That's how it's going, brother.
100%.
Yeah,
I had an altercation where you know about the altercation with an individual, and it ended up that yes, you know, things happen. I mean, back off the crowd, and rushing can go to the hospital. But the situation was I had to defend myself because I was also protecting the public. So we never put 1 million shots in him. Yes, he had a firearm. Yes, it was a situation where he and I. Yes, we had to, you know, do what I did what I had to do to protect both myself and the public. But we never left him for half hour, 1 hour, and say, boy, I bleed out and dead. You know, he succumbed to his injuries, yes. But at the same time, we still make sure, say, him reach at the hospital. Okay. You understand? I mean, I've been naive when we say that. So I couldn't believe when you play this video with the lady.
I can't believe
it. Make no sense. Me can't. Me last. Me no know. There's no noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, you name it, that can declare this as being seen. Them man must see that under something, brother. They must be drunk or something.
Remember, if you have a security minister,
Megavote apps, no, 100%. When you follow policing policy as it relates to dealing with the public, in any situation, you'll make sure that the person get medical attention. You understand? All when him a hardened criminal, all when him get 100 shots, all if him get 1, you still are gonna make sure them reach an hospital.
Have to.
I don't get it.
You can't block off something in your emergency. Can happen, and you block the road. And them block the road too, you know. So if the man did a drive, maybe reach hospital long time, and then them should I try to get some treatment for, you know, that certain things them can get certain things that, you know, stabilize her up. Saying? Because she does get a stroke. And you say, no! Put her in an ambulance back and we recognize it. And we not let him out. Eh? And this is about, police can use them discretion. I want to stop the foolishness. Follow the rules and terms of police work, yeah? This has nothing to do with discretion. This is your duty, your
You
bound
know,
duty.
you-
And you
you
don't
know,
be no
we-
police
you
at
see
all. So I could just tell
you see
Uno and Gugu Gaga. I told the one, idiot crap come out and tell them for the skill. So everything I just dead.
I
You
was just
understand?
gonna say that, you know. I was just gonna
Yeah,
say
man.
that in a way. You see the Minister of National Security, he has caused chaos, you know.
Yes,
within the
him and
Jamaican Constabulary Force.
crap, Gugu Gaga carry it out.
Yeah, he has
Yes.
caused chaos because many, even since the other day, and you've been talking about this. And as a family within the chat, I'm sure the unbiased people, Annette B, big up yourself, Mr. Annette, big up yourself, Annette B. I've said over and over, when you put the officers out there to serve, protect, and reassure, no matter how you feel, the same people that you're telling the police officer to get rid of. Remember, I know, most of our police officers, they're not from Beverly Hills and Cherry Garden and Heavendale and all these so-called high-class areas, because no rich guy now send him picking in JCF. You understand? And you're there to deal with the public on a daily basis. And you're going to tell the police officers that come from our regular communities, the rural areas, them parents sell a market, them you name it, them parents are farmer, their parents are teachers and nurses or whatever. You're telling them to go out there and deal with the public in such a hostile way that now the public becomes your enemy, and you're going to sit comfortably with it. You're telling me also that you are going to call your prime minister, the prime minister of Jamaica, call a SOE for the entire parish of St. James as if criminal elements, individuals that are committing crime, don't move all over the island. So why deal with one particular parish? You're telling me that technology is not there to suppress crime, to curtail crime? I was so proud of you, Wayne, when you brought the stats forward, because I said to you many, many times, if they can show me even in the 80s, where we have 6, 7, 8, 900 people dead, 1980, I worked, and the most people ever did 1980. Throughout my years of service till I made changes and to what I'm doing now. So what are they trying to say? You understand? I am 100% sure. I'm not saying crime can be eliminated completely, but it don't have to be where it is right now. It can be contained and curtailed, Wayne. And there's no one can tell me that this cannot happen. You use technology. Put boots on the ground. Put more officers. Gather a team of men that are trained in surveillance. Put undercover officers on the street. You understand? Have paid informers. You can curtail it. When there's nothing they can tell me that it cannot be done. Because we were paying informers to give us information. We never had this kind of crisis with the amount of killings. And anybody can bring me proof and bring it to you, make them show it. We never had it. And we used to see me and friends, me get injured, other people get injured, but it would never reach this. I am so stressed out over the situation. How can you have 1,400, 1,500 people at a year time? This is ridiculous. So every time if me a Jamaica and on the ground and me walk, me have my gun for me to protect myself, or I look over my shoulder. And I say it before, you have policemen that are doing hit jobs too. Because we know this.
We know them, man. Yes, man, of course, that's true. Yes, man. Yes, man.
You understand? Businessmen doing it. Sometimes you have to wonder if somebody's funeral home appear people for the drive-bys. How the hell can you see 6 or 7 people sit down on your drive-by and spray them with bullets? What the hell is going on? People in the chat are looking into this thing, man. These people are getting out of hand. And you have a man who is the national security minister, who is affiliated with criminals, and him at about get rid of criminal. How do these men get these firearms?
Well, him say no much gonna come in every month. But we not see them. So,
as you speak the truth, you are no political.
Yes.
As you speak the truth, how them know say me are no labor right? How them know say next person no labor right? This is not about politics. This is about reality. This is unbelievable, man. The place has reached crisis proportions. You get up, baby talk to you, children talk to you, people ask you why people dead. The JCF right now is understaffed. You understand? You can't pay the people them properly. You have people working for you, don't pay them properly. You expect them to go to multitask. You expect the nurses to
and then the one them, you could have make better though. Undercover. You could have make it better. You say veteran. You see the one them with the expertise. Them are left. The one them with this the real mindset and the skills and everything. Them left in a job. So I had some because when that's a graduate when I have nothing yet, them depend on probation and all kind of thing, them a put a road now. When I know nothing at all about policing. And someone where them are criminal, them wasn't a police in the first place. The real police, them not get promotion, you know. The one them up at top and most of them go check them background and say them no hitman or some old criminal and jockeys and all kind of thing. Enough of them. See them mix up in a politics too. Yeah? Enough of them where you see up there. So the real one them, you know, get promoted. When you reach a sergeant, you're lucky. Reach an inspector, you're super lucky. See? So the real one them not really, the one them were gone up in about rank of, you know, commissioner and thing. Go check them background. Go check them. And it's so bad that the police, them as I said before, you know, if you come out with a heart and deal with people like how you deal with your family, like how you look for your mama and respect your mama, respect your dad and everything, then the police work easier, you know. Because the people, them can help you. Remember, people can make citizens arrest you, you know, brother. Remember, them have neighborhood watch and thing, you know, people would work with you, can help you, can make it easier. But if you take the whole public where you are served and take them for your enemy, and you deal with them like rubbish, where you gonna get back? You gonna get a push back to your brother. You see? You don't want to do that. You understand? This and now, them man and hold up no duty none at all because them break the whole of that when they make the woman suffer for more than half an hour and don't escort her to the hospital. A matter of fact, them stop her from she does have stroke. Stop her. And if I wait more than half an hour, if she, I never know if she dead. Maybe she gone home. We don't know because them think they kill you, you know. You understand? And if you not kill you, you know, say you paralyze up. You can't walk, you can't move, you can't chat, for a very long time. You have to train back for go walk or train back for go talk and do all kind of things for a very long time. You have to go out some rehab and get some little movements. That's when you come out of this guy, you suffer.
And you know, Wayne, Apps made a logic point, you know, and I hope people in the chat, you know, big up everybody in the chat. Colleen James, big up, me just say, share command and Ingrid Maduro, big up. Apps made a valid point, you know. You see, you're not promoting members that are working. You don't provide the resources. When you brag on the 10 lights, when you give vehicle, this, that. And again, they have the little ply that they use in a way. And we are in there say, okay, we're going to give the resources for this and give the resources for that. And the public see something beautiful and then show 6 and 10 and 20 vehicles. Where they place the vehicles? Even Hunts Bay is one. Look at Hunts Bay. Look at the work that Hunts Bay have to deal with. Hunts Bay have more, the area where Hunts Bay is, I mean, like, those areas have a lot of crime and criminal activity. Then I'm down, you name it, right? And you don't provide the resources to these stations, and then at the same time, you want people to work miracles. You understand? And I cannot be biased. I cannot be biased when it comes to the integrity and what the people are looking for. If you run a business way and you have people working for you, you're expecting that your staff will put out the best, right, for the upliftment of your business. So you're going to expect you start to treat people respectfully. You're going to, you know what happened? I was traveling across the island, share with you and people in the chat. And I was stopped in a traffic stop. And there was a sergeant and about 3 constables. And one of the constables, he trained his weapon in such a way. I had to say to him, listen, man, lower your weapon. So I turned to the sergeant and I said to him, listen, you're not teaching these guys proper procedure, policing, police. Yeah, they say I'm not supposed to train him with holding weapon like that. Boy, I do my work, you know, sir. I said, no. I said, let me tell you something. I call some people at training school named to him and I tell them, so listen, if you, I said, as a matter of fact, I said, the work that I put in, you're never born yet. I said, listen, if you go to training school when those individuals were there, they would kick you out. You wouldn't even finish training. And as a matter of fact, I call another person named to him, Megavolt might know him too. His name start with B, last name. I say, if you were working under that senior man, your probation, you wouldn't even finish. Because once you come a film station or in his presence, he might tell you, say, look, man, him doing you're done. You understand? Because these men were sincere, Wayne. They were genuine and they are real. I don't like the little crabby one them where you see out there now where about them friend where I do things and people that push them up to certain things. You understand? They make everything political, my brother. And until we stand up and speak about these things, me, Wayne, 100% can tell you. I had a bunch of guys when me used to lead, and me I tell you, until this day, me love them, Wayne. They perform the task that they have to perform. Me a team leader, me lead my team. If me say only do only for do, them do what them for do. One guy never liked me. I'm gonna tell you about it. My coward. I'm never worry about it, then transfer him. Take him out of my team. I'm okay with that. But you're not gonna tell me that you have the Jamaica Constabulary Force has its members and you're gonna go here and treat the people like them are nobody. It don't work. And the officer them for run with the boy Chang and look a foo-foo idiot Gugu Gaga from them. Look from when me a complaint for your program about this little military jackass and me a tell you say him should not run the JCF. The JCF. You understand? Because him have no clue. The man a give a press briefing and him can't even a man pass him a note and it change from coconut to fried chips.
I'm serious, undercover, but you feel laugh.
Oh, yeah, so the
man. Google asset, man. Google no police.
I respect people like Colleen James and Yo-Yo Jam and them why me no cuss no for us more time, Can me get so irate, man, and see them keep up them foolishness, man. And them the credibility of the JCF is what it is, Because when Oris Channel will tell the members in the JCF so them shoot, it's like what? Where are we? We in a war zone?
You're not supposed to do that, I'm gonna see the PSOJ come say nothing at all. It's right.
What win? Crime and criminality will always be committed. That has been happening since creation. You cannot allow people to take the law into their own hands. And this is why this country is where it is today. I saw recently a politician, a councillor, tell a man about him, shoot him or back him gun and go on with him. Let me tell you something. You think if I'm me, Warmington, all the dirty boy Warmington could have deal with the constable and deal with him. My brethren, them know me, Steve. I tell you, you get a raw slick, and you're turning on cuff, Make them fire me. You know me not play away. You know me, Steve. You know, ramp with you like that.
Couldn't ramp with you none at all, man. The great Queenie couldn't ramp with you none at all. Yeah? It's bad, man. But as I said undercover, right now, them man have to get charged. Because, them not do them duty. This was part of them duty,
And them should be demoted and are placed on desk duties.
No, man, them forget fired. Can them come do the same thing, them you can't ramp with them. You have to take them and tell them an example, brother.
Well,
you have to charge them too. No, you see when them do this, them art, them kind of art you don't want in the force, brother. Me I tell you that.
Well, that's true. That's true.
That could have been your mother, brother.
That's right.
And that could kick you up, brother. That could have been somebody grandmother that. From as long as enough for them mother. But you know what we're funny? When them not go look, them not go look. She said the other one, them just say no, and you can we recognize this. It should have been one of them mother and them no know. So when them free up and both them here, say them mother their hospital, them go look at them are them grandmother.
Yeah.
You understand? And then you see the difference in them. Them forget charge or something. If that woman die, what you do? You charge him. It's a George Floyd. Him there, remember the police, you have a police when I touch him none at all. Don't think you're in a prison?
Yes, that's right.
Because him never do him duty when for do. Even if you're in a police out there, see him do wrong. You have to go ease him off. Juke him and arrest him then. You can arrest him. You can't power with police and him do criminality. And then you have skin your teeth with him. A police worker can do that me right in front of you, him do criminality. You deal with him.
Yeah. You can't
people them back.
Bad behavior. Yeah, and I want the people in the chat not to think that I'm biased, as in when I say you should get desk duties, because you follow protocol, you do an investigation and
but I wanna deep, and you see them now, and the first time do this then. Because just get up and do this, and have the art neither that me them come with them leave for them art somewhere, and them just come with that evil art, they pick up a dead body. And you hear some woman have that, and a paramedic or the ambulance come to you. And you understand, say, them have a duty, and you have a duty. You, the police, you get snap way. Or something you could enter the road and something fly and knock you down. And yesterday the colleagues, them are going to rush you, go a doctor. And that hurt me, Them now going to wait and say, a dead man the day or so, make the police lie down there. And before we pull the road, they make him wait. Make him wait. Because if something is not done, one of them drop down, because they could have a heart attack same place. You think them are keep the road lock? No, let me ask you, somebody in them squad right there, so right there and then drop down same time. You think them all say, yo, we not pull the road, we not let him out neither, you know?
Oh man, that's gonna happen.
Them all say, yo, wait. He might wait till we pick up the body here and then we run him go there, so. Them all get up and move same time. So you have to serve and protect the public. Wait, yeah, hey, brother, when I deal with the public, like them is nobody here still at them you want to work for. It's wrong. And this now I'm not for do it. Me use my discretion because there is no discretion for your use.
Yeah.
You don't do your duty. No. We never duty for doing and never do it. You understand? This bad. Because if one of them they drop down, I can knock down one of them. Same time, they might take him up and rush. But you know what? Dead. Our brain cell are dead in you can't move. The woman dead and she can't move. Half an hour, we not move. You alone can't go through, but they can't go through. Unless the woman could get an ambulance. But we don't have the ambulance. We don't have them. That's a private ambulance. We don't have none. Instant dismissal and charge.
Yeah.
We don't put them, man. You have to use them and set some example, brother. This wrong.
Yeah. And you know, that's why we and I say all the time, we, you know, and I see Kenneth Rose commenting us instant dismissal period. I say the same thing. And as I say again to my friends in the chat, I only say following protocol because they do an investigation. Because once everything is presented, then you know, understand. So yes, in any case, whatever, in any case, they have to present themselves. Because once you get the names of the officers involved, and earlier in the chat you were saying you have to get them name and stuff. So that's the only reason why I get them name.
I look them name.
No pun intended, you know.
The winner come off for no man. Because when I stop and I ease them up, you know. Tomorrow me and them tomorrow, man. Because when I ease them up, man. This hurt me heart, man.
Yeah,
I said people can't wicked so man.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
This is not like me have a seatbelt to drive undercover and you stop me and I say, all right, me I use my discretion. So, you know, you want me to do. Me now but I get a ticket. But listen, next time put on your seatbelt. I may never see you put it on. You know. That's a discretion. That's a simple thing. This name life and death, brethren.
That's right.
You did it for serve. You never serve that woman. You never protect her neither. You don't even go look for her. We not reassure. If you say, woman, you're all right. We're going to get you to the doctor in time. Don't worry yourself, just relax. We are reassure her, you know. We are make sure you're safe. Okay? You never serve her. You know, protect her. You leave her out in the wilderness, man. See? And just wait for somebody to come pick up a dead body in an accident and lock off the whole road. The dead body, nobody now come back. But if one of them get licked on right there, so same time, you know, them are rushing to go to hospital on no colleagues. This bad. Eh?
And these are the things that when the public is disgruntled, people wonder why the public is disgruntled about some of the behavior of these men. You understand? They take their personal thing out on the street. You understand? And I always say, if you're going into a career that is in the public's eye or in your eye filled with danger, you understand? Think twice. Don't go into a career because you want to make money. It's like a nurse. And if a nurse going to nursing and she don't like to deal with the public or she don't like certain things, don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't go in there for money.
Because it's going to be uncomfortable. You understand? You know, and the public have a right to grouse the way them feel.
No, but remember say
all the time.
Remember, I know a nurse. All right. So if me go to hospital over here, you know that. Them can just let you out. If you know right, something, if you even go outside and drop down, them in that trouble, you know. Ask them. Them in that trouble. So if you go in the hospital and say, boy, I want to go home and thing, and them no say no well. Them not going to release you, you know. Hey, me there in England one time, you know, me there healing and never feel so good, you know. I go up and me do some boom and go over there. But when me do some boom, now me feel, because me man, you remember me not eat certain food and them thing, and me don't eat on the road and them thing, but me never feel right. So, you know, them I do some local blood thing. I make sure you're all right. But them go do that and I wait because I feel better if I can move them and they make me know, you know. Because security of this and Mr. Brown, you cannot leave. If you leave, anything happen to you, we're in trouble. So you have to run all the tests and make sure you're okay, yeah? I mean, I say, I mean, if I sit put and I say, and me want to go away. You know, I want to go away. But tell me what, them have to do, them what them have to do.
Yeah, they make sure you're okay to leave.
Yeah, them have to make sure you're all right. You understand? Them have to do them. I remember, you know, me not just take medication, so, you know, them have to, you know, me go to hospital, I want to do blood tests and make sure this all right and that clear and that clear. I mean, I want a painkiller. I mean, you know, you see me I say, but just do my thing on a different level. But some people not have the opportunity there. Plus, when you go to hospital alone, she have the stroke. By the time she reach, you know, the next long thing again, you know, I'm about 3 hours and I like them, I rush you, you know. Because when you call ambulance, I rush the same time, they might examine you, they might put them, I do ECG, they might say they go do CT scan if anything, they might give the thing under your tongue, they do one, they might give some medication there for stabilize and go look on your brain because they might want to scan at the same time. And they might do it fast. Jamaica, oh, she get this now. Part of dead up. Which part she can do the CT scan or the MRI outside. So she has suffer on top of them suffering because the hospital not good already. The time she not dead. Eh? Yeah. You understand? Yeah, man. Them have to make me all right before me sign out. Them not make you sign out if you're sick. When them do the test, them have to make sure me all right, man.
Of course, you have to make sure you're all right because they're just not going to send you out like that, Wayne. They're not going to make you go out just like that.
Because them kind of trouble, you know. Sign out and them know. And them are going to see something and them go do some tests and them know, say, you know, them see something, they not let you also. Them in a trouble, man. No worries, man. Yeah, man. See? So when she go to the hospital, remember, a long waiting time again, you know. Yeah, and them have no, them have to do nothing there neither, you know. Maybe them want to get that type them have aspirin to get to backside. It's good for drive on, make some people drive on. Put aspirin in your car, man. Baby aspirin. Chew trouble. Just chew or do something. You feel that I come up and you chew it. Believe me, it help you. You understand? It help you. And
you know, when Junglist made a valid point in here, you know, and says some police don't know how to handle the authority. And I think it's a... And
that's the problem, I tell you. Because him some recognize, but him don't know say every private car now, you have some emergency. But they boy for a baby, but that somebody get shot around you, help them out and thing, and you put on your 4-way flasher and you blow through. You know, run down the man down, go stop him. You can observe and you can all follow him and then you go take the lead. And you see where him go, hospital him go, and you try animal to the hospital straight, zoom. You're going to follow, you know, try to put on a signal, for put him over, life and death. Yeah, trail him, you see where him go. Okay, for hospital him now, if him fly past the hospital, I say, okay, but if I pull him there, so you see hospital him, I try to go. You try to clear the way. Eh? Them no observe and neither, better.
As one personally comment against Chef Chris Stevie said, his police have no knowledge of hospitality. You know, we can't deal with the public and
no, but him have a duty for do and he never do it. When them call it, they're like a duty. He never do him duty. None of them.
They have mentality, and this is what we're talking about, you know. And as if these people just stop make things become so political all the time. You understand? Yes, if the Prime Minister want to hear the dead baby talk to him. And yes, if people want to cry to him about crime. So what are you doing about curtailing crime? We don't have a crime plan from Wappy Kill Philip and still can't bring about a crime plan.
Right,
this is what we're
right
talking
now, them
about.
want to the statistic because Gugu Gaga come out in September is what we do and we're doing things right and crime gone down much percent. We have 100 and add more less murder. Ask them what people get murder right now. Even though they need the one pass. I them try to hide it, you know. That's why them start state of emergency again. It show you. I know I'm good at them so disrespectful because from last week. Let me just take the time out and say this now because I spend time around. Last week, you have a leader in waiting, you have a prime minister in waiting, you have an opposition leader, you have a member of a democratic country. And you say because they have the election of the year, St. James. You have a triple murder. And the whole of St. James that happened. And you told last week, and you never take up a phone and call the opposition leader. Him dead down in St. James, and you just say, state of emergency. That is total disrespect. You
Big
don't
time.
do that. Who do that, brother?
Big time. Should not have
You
happened.
can't,
Should
you
not-
don't do that. That's
And-
for sure.
and-
So the
and
man
then-
have no respect or nothing at all. Google Gaga, the one of them.
But
And
we
then
not
when
say
one
this
use to
too.
make out the state of emergency and say, oh, the 3 youth were dead and they use a high-powered weapon or them fire in the taxi. Look how much car shoot up for the start of the year, pay quadruple murders and think it happened on the street. People sit on 5 and get shot, 4 dead out of it. How much car them a drive by and do all kind of things. So when you come and make a case that's a foolish, it's like I youth them terrorists. And you know why them a try to stop the thing last time? Let me tell them a thing, I don't want it pass me. Them go make a mistake in mini and them go make mistake and send one up at the American school where the diplomat kids them go. Where the Canadian, the American, the British kids them go. You know them diplomat they run them embassy and them kids. Them send one of the email there. So you know say the feds have it now and them people here. So when you hear them talk about hoax and them no, them like them a say overdo the thing. Because that's something them a try, you know. So them have a youth where them say what's called Spanish Town Hospital now, you know, by a telephone. Him them go on about one man get arrested. Call. Tell me the IP address for what them send out. America will deal with it. Because them send one up there. Them send one up at the school. Yeah, man. Figure them, man. Zane? You think anybody just sit down so and think for guy and say, hey, make up story a little thing here. Because we want to do it for because the party I lose grip, you know. Them not have no grip on there, you know. Remember, you know, we have asked them where the party I carry and the party lose grip to and remember, you know, if we lose, you know, enough we are going to prison. We could try some chaos and try something up going there. Not work. Not working. When if we stop the foolishness.
One day they know that arrogance is a disease. Arrogance is a disease, you know. And just like HD talk about the effects of getting a stroke and paralysis as it regards to medication, etc., etc. When you go out there and you try to show that you know you're a bully or you're using your ignorance to throw something at people, what do you think people gonna react to you? You understand? Because they're full of what is filled with the back of a crab, and that is SHIT. That's what they're full of. You understand? And I look here, Wayne. I know you soon come off and yes. Your platform. And me say this. And the people in the chat go and look at these meetings that the JLP is having. My God, it's like you. It's like a one bus load of people. All when them are run off them out and attack. You know why? Their credibility stinks. And everything gone to the dogs.
So when
nobody respect them. Nobody respect them. Nobody believe them. No people don't even want to hear them anymore.
Nah. So when them plan right now, me get the plan. Them a plan for buy a crowd. I mean, I tell the people them what them want to put on bus. Make them know say you see the 250,000 where them say if and them give you know. Not less than 500,000. Remember enough them take from one on the mass, take back on the mass money from him. If you go sit on one of them bus, them want to buy a crowd, 500,000, not less than that. I know you can meet them, you know. Because you don't have to vote for them and them thing. Because them are crucify one look later. I know a better sense than that. They want to send for the bus 500,000. He said, if you say not more than that, them know say them go without and call them flap. Remember, we have the power in a phone and them are come in the whole of the constituency, you know. Come with a 10 grand. It's 20 years. Don't licky. 500,000 fever put one of your foot on the bus step. 500 and then that foot for go up there is the next 500. When if you get real. Yeah? Make so much money them arc out. And no one if you milk them. Yeah?
That's right.
Because them want to keep conference. No one if you milk them. That make you not vote. Because them buy crowd now, you know. Them do all kind of thing and buy crowd now. So 500,000 for lift up a foot. Don't make them come, oh, but me give you 50. Because them go up in there. So you don't know if you cut deal, you know. I said, no, man, them foot if you just put my foot and cock it up, you know. Remember, we don't want now. 200,000 for mass. We don't want to look good. 500,000 for move. Remember, them can't just pay 6 people and go in on a conference. It'll look bad pan them. Straight flap. Who know have the angle make me teach you something. 500,000 for lift up on your foot up on the step. The other one, a matter of fact, if you put the left one up there for 500, if the other one, your right foot for value more, right on your use, your right foot value more than that too, you know. 750,000, you know.
But wait.
1.25 million for go on one of the bus, you know. If you see something out of them, because them a patter cat, them gone with enough. See? 1.8 million for up on one and one. And them can't do it on pay on, you know. Because them keep an empty conference, you know it go. Who have the angle right now? Deal with them. And join the minion, deal with them. Don't make them come out them a rent a crowd. Because that them I don't know, rent a crowd, you know. Yeah? When you get ambitious now, man. Stand up for something and move for nothing. No more 3 grand and 5 grand on there. None. Nothing under 500,000 pound them. I want to now move neither. They're 500,000. Yeah, man. And them have to take it all left it.
You know the
enough them have. Yes.
You know the reason why I say I always love our chat family?
Yeah, man.
Junglist made a valid point, and I want the people in the chat to remember what Junglist said. We do not want 1980 to repeat itself. Because I find I am, to my experience, you know, and what I'm seeing, you know, you kind of see sneakily where this prime minister are trying to play, you know. Him and him cronies them, you know.
No,
we have news for them, you know. It's not gonna work, you know. They
Come
think they're smart,
eh? Let me tell you something, brother.
Hold on, Wayne, just 1 minute to draw your attention quickly to something. Noel Thomas, because me I read the comment, because you know me stay already.
Yes.
He's saying that you he ask you to put out the bank address and bank code for Citibank and also for One Jamaica Legal Defense Foundation. I don't know if you have access to the information.
Yeah, man, we'll put them out. Later we'll put them out.
Yeah, later, yeah. But go ahead now, Wayne, talk, because we just love the comment them, you know, because so we interact.
Yeah, man.
We interact with the comment them. We have to feed off of the people, you know, because we know your platform, but we
so you're the Prime Minister now. Let me tell you about the Prime Minister. You see the 1980, 889 people dead. Remember, we go up by statistic and it's there. Them can't move it. Okay?
Exactly.
Nobody right now, 1,500 dead. Got 2 less, 1,500 last year. So that nearly double we're going in at 89. But when me tell you the difference now, you will never see. Nobody will say, me a PMP or me a GLP in and a war for no politician. Them not do it. That not gonna happen. So nobody now run up and down and see owners live big and them wife live big a $800 million house and them live in a little piece of thing where rotten down and then go kill themselves for them. No. And them can't treat them with no clocks again. The people them no fool. And we are telling people them come for buy something 500,000 because we not rent them, you know. Them have things for keep 500,000 per a bus, nothing less. 500,000. 1 foot. Saying? Make them fork out the money and then, when they don't know, vote for them neither, you know. Them want the code, that means them have to spend a couple of the billions out of because patter cat them, you know. Saying? We don't know move. We don't figure we can't just come in like some cheap old little law, you know. Backward and the man that's going to go on 3 grand and 5 grand.
You know,
don't do it. And 10 and 20 grand. Not do it. The man when I think of them depend on now. You understand?
Yes, man. They're behaving like parasites, man. And this is the thing that they don't realize and understand, you know. You can take the horse, the cow, the mule, the goat, the sheep to the water well or to the water trough, but you cannot force them to drink it. And if this prime minister had any inklings or any smarts within his head, he would have listened to the advice given to him by others and used the advice of people who have experience, not necessarily me. You understand? Because me 100% sure, I mean, I'm brag to the people in the chat. Gugu Gaga don't know nothing about. We could have run the JCF way better than him 100 times over. I mean, I'm brag and show up. You understand? Because years in it, I mean, we have experience, both up, down, sideways, back way, you name it. You understand? And the bullshit where we see him come with and can't sit before an interview. You can just imagine a man give you a list with 10, 20 wanted, man. You don't take it overnight, call your team in, review it, give a press briefing, who you hold, who you know them AKAs, you know them whereabouts. You tell me, say you can do in-depth research, go call the station them, ask the station whosoever in charge of the station, where them know about these individuals, them last known addresses. Where do you know them live? As in, yes, the last known address. Who them been around? Them name on the street. What them do before? Them a laborer, them a carpenter, them a mechanic. What was their lifestyle? What did they do? Where do they go? And you tell me that a shooting up in one parish and you lock down the whole parish. So wait, you don't have 14 parishes?
And
Like
no informant, them have nobody talk to the police there. Them have no link.
One dumbass politician did say a 13 parish. You know them get at the
Yeah, 13, yeah. Who again? Anava's wife.
Yes, and if you go back before they had 14 parishes, I think there was 22 from
they have 22, them have 8, yeah, them have enough because we show, yeah man, them have enough. I will give them the name. One day we do back the program and show them all of these things, you know. Because they don't do history no better. Because your vals now. Brother, them not do history. Hear this.
Show up in this in a way. Me know the art of policing. That's so man. Come clown me out around this. Me know criminology. Me know the codes that involved. Me know the sections and subsections as it relates to criminology. Them can't talk to me. So me them fuck off and go. Them make the JCF run to degradation. You understand? Some logger-headed people. When them get this friggin' people, I get emotional, me sorry. Where them get this clown from, both my commissioner of police, where them get him from? Police can't even carry out them investigation. And look how the man them deal with radical. That me never want to touch it. Because me I go start cuss bad word. You get that little jackass judge. We are not with the people in the chat.
No, but judging a more problem more than anything else, man. That judge is staple.
What a wicked, nasty look. Wayne, you know what I'm do to Wayne. Just listen me for 1 minute. Here is the situation. People in the chat and Wayne. You go before the courts. You have documented proof. Jesus Christ. You have documented proof. Concrete evidence. Through a chat. Right? And the judge overrule it. And say no find anything wrong. Or them think radical idiot. Them think radical about.
No, but remember, say him overstepping bound, you know. Remember political thing. Because we know about him, this police when him work down, so some police no him, you know. Him a jackass, you know. Him a judge, you know. Him is a piece of shit. Him a judge. Still a judge.
You had a
yeah, man, but I get where I come to him too, you know, because him go face the
judge.
Him is a piece of
shit.
You
had a judge in Jamaica. Megavolt might know him, man. We don't know if people in the chat, the whole of you might know him too.
Yeah.
Justice or ORR. That the man that was one of the toughest judge in Jamaica. I think him.
We know Justice or yeah,
man. Yes, man. Used to have Mona Road. Me not go same address. I know where him live. You understand? So let me tell you, and that the man there, you think you could have go before for him court and have evidence, proven evidence, detailed, concrete, concise, and precise.
Yes.
And him tell us him overrule it. Not no go so.
I wanna
them need to go jump off a cliff, man, without parachute, man.
Brother, I wanna build him name and build him name the wrong thing because remember, you know, you way I do know upon an international level because she get lawsuit in the state where she can't run from because when it's 5 pounds she can't unless she not go fly. And then even if we go people counts because nothing where we start nothing we not done nothing boy, you know. So you know say everything gone, you know. So you know say him now a boy, I mean I know him too. Them report him to man from film the Korans and film the political line. So him have no sense. Him just like him just I be a liar and be a judge of chat him, you know. I said then error, this is not error. Him just stupid. Don't they?
Them come for rob, rape, and pillage.
And
people in the diaspora, who are motivated to do things.
Yes.
How many times in the program you talk about you're in COVID, this, that. You know the thing about it, Wayne, that what I like about you. I'm glad sometimes you bring back memories of a lot of things that maybe go back a few months or a year, but you have to refresh the people's mind. So I'm going to refresh the people's mind now. A guy come on Wayne's program and say Warmington game gun. Be sure say anybody for a year me talk how much time. You see how much time I bring it back to memory. Is a reason why I do that. Because Wayne let me tell you something, you know, if tomorrow morning the government change, you know, me I tell them, you know, enough of them, you know, because we are bill for pandemic, you know. Them can chat anything them want to chat. We are built up enough on them that when the time come, you see, trust me, man, them are going to regret it, man. You think me I forget? When you put gun in a man hand, you know, you tell him to kill the public and the police and everybody, you know. Yes. Warmington, that is thinking Warmington, what you call him? I'm you call Queenie or whatever.
Queenie that man. Queen E, man. The queen of the man is everlasting queen.
Dirty,
Queenie.
He's dirty, he's rude, he's stagnated. Every word that you can think of, even
undercover. Yeah, these people undercover. Look outside if you see in the dark. You don't want the dark come people by your foot, you know. Yeah. They don't want the dark come people. People pan a car wheel one. Cause dog give people pan people foot, you know. Queenie, big up yourself. Yeah, you know what? You know what? The dog come, dog, you cock up on people by your foot. You know?
And that's mega bold, say, man. Them are worry. Them need for worry. Mr. G, big up yourself. Them need for worry. Because we have to tell you something, you know. As long as your platform is around, you know, we have family, you know. We in the chatter family, you know. And
Yeah,
everybody, you know. Because I see quite a few new people. When me still have to big them up. Even Anthony R, me see him come into a day. Them come from in the jungle there. Because them place their place where me used to ramboozle and they all over the place. But me just say, we at the end of the day, them cannot stop good work. Them cannot stop. They cannot belittle and don't play the integrity of the JCF. Yes, me know the family in the chat know the stance we take when it comes to the JCF. Yes, me support them 100%, but it don't mean me support corruption. Because the public cannot take up the line of them own hand. You understand? But once you have members out there that are trained to perform the task that they're there to perform, you should not reach a crisis where members are leaving at droves.
They're living in jobs, bro. They're living in jobs. Of course.
You know, I have seen situations where we say constable, they are not one supervisor with them. You know, it shouldn't work like that.
No.
When me I say, you know, Megavolt might understand to some me I say, okay, so 3 constable or 4 constable at us. You should at least.
You have ever seen her? No, you have ever seen her with them. Because most of them constable. Remember, so the experienced police are leaving jobs. And then when they just come out of police school, them they find 2 years probation. 2 years. And you put them out, 3 of them and 4 of them together. Come on, them don't know policing yet. Them just train for 6 months. Them never catching nothing at all. Them don't know nothing. And them, can't know for them, you know, some of them father are criminal too, you know. Used to walk and rape and rob, you know. Them won't go into the force to just come take revenge. And people hurt them people, you know. Them don't know nothing about policing yet. You can't train somebody for 6 months and then let him go in the road and give him rifle to walk with. And then you have nobody to supervise them. That make any sense too, no? That don't make no sense, brother.
Absolutely no sense. We say it over and over, Wayne. The reason why someone get a retainer is because if you go stand up before the judge, a lawyer that represents you, he knows the various codes, he knows the sections, because Megavolt know this too. Every section have a subsection. That's why if you notice in the states, if you Wayne slap a man in the face, you understand? And if you go before the court, you say, but the lawyer can say, but 1968, John Brown case, docket case XYZ, section 1, paragraph 2, this, that, blah, blah, blah. That's why a lot of people get off cases or they come to a concessionary deal. Because you can't come to concession, you make a plea deal, etc., etc. So the courts are there to fix the thing. You can't use a band-aid fix as a great wound, you know. You understand? Because it has to go through a process. Any healthcare worker I know, whether them have to staple it, suture it in whichever way, fine. You understand? But you're telling me Jamaica has become so corrupted that even if you have a matter, I cannot believe this treatment when them deal with Ratigan Wayne. Me say it resonates, you know, man. It resonates. You know, say these people are sitting down there, rob, raping, and pillage, and all you tell people to go, they go, you send a man to jail for Aki. Give him much months, and the thief them, the private sector organization of Jamaica, they doing absolutely
biggest
nothing.
Criminal, biggest set of criminal, yeah. The man they criminal. Member from the government.
Yeah. And Mr. Bailey.
Disappointed.
So much time disappointed now, you know, Mr. Bailey, because I come from Wayne program, a campaign for you to Ras Clark, and I saw you sit down. Wayne, trust me, talk Wayne, because I don't know.
And I come passionate, you know, when we're talking. And I come up, man. Not too much, we are not family, you know, and it be and the whole crew, you know, and you man do it. Our family, them man, and you know, and Daniel, and our family, them man.
I mean, because let me tell you, we have to see what the people want. We have to see the requirements of the people. We have to see the grosses of the people. You understand? Look here. If Trelawney, the person that with him Trelawney, see something that him no like, and him talk about it on the platform, it is okay if him criticize a comment you make. He's giving a positive response. And suppose you say, well, you don't think closed Aki should be opened. You understand? I used to close a kick should be open, and Trelawney said, no, man, because that will poison you. He is valid with what he said.
Yeah, because it's the poison. You know, come out.
Because you can be poisoned. So what people are trying to say to the powers that be, get off the back of the JCF and let the officers carry out their duty, make the police officers do them job.
But you see,
you understand?
And
this will not happen.
Undercover. You see what, you know, remember I said Gugu Gaga, and Dr. Crab, you know, remember them, Dr. Crab and the police people.
Which
a
police?
politician. Where? So I'm not supposed to even depend on a crime scene neither, you know. Him for deal with policies.
But do what?
Make sure them have the funds, make sure them have the budget up there, allocate the budget to them and make sure that it can operate. But if he miss, you feel lock him up too. And him lose him job and him go to prison. But not so Jamaica one is like I call him the big man. Crab and a big man, him a big crab. Him a coconut crab too. Yeah?
They fired an entire
crab and a big nut. Crab a punk.
In the state.
Yes.
In the states, they fired almost the entire police services. In New Orleans, people at the chaplain of the states know this. In New Orleans, which was deemed as one of the most corrupt police and organization, them fire about 56 officers. They fired the whole of them. I seen another one where a senior man was pulled over being drunk. And
them losing job. Them losing job. Them got
losing job. You understand? Who tried that in Jamaica? A man gave a man. I see one little shit house. Hey, listen, man, people, no, excuse me. Me despise them in a way. Me despise them in a way.
Them America for where? Google God. Can you imagine? The Prime Minister not supposed to tell the police. Remember, police supposed to do police. This is not like when the country are going to war, man, you know, Minister of Defense and say, okay, we declare war upon 80, which we can't war with. You look at be able to catch and bunny with Robert over there. And my youth over there now ramp barbecue. Barbecue them now ramp. See? And them done one them already, you know. Barbecue na ramp. You understand? So, you know, you're Minister of Defense too. See, boy, you know, and like Jamaica, you call all the people them in Jamaica terrorists. But you're still the Prime Minister fool and stupid now. He must have corporal punishment. He must say you must see you can't beat your child into submission because that bad that they make them, you know, turn out the way they might turn out. So the punishment thing they must work. But look what him does say. Him does say something vital there. You can't beat your child into submission, but you send out the police now for get up people to submission or shoot them. You're gonna get violence, more violent, they might get more wicked. Yeah? If you as a parent can beat your child into submission. Think about what you tell the police them to go do. You know, same I said. You know, sister Angela, I'm not in a sense undercover. Eh?
None.
If you send because the kids are sponges, you know, them live what them learn. Right? So if you can't beat them to submission, them say don't beat the kids and nothing at all. So you turn around now and you just send police and you just beat anybody, lock up anybody and do all kind of thing. It don't make no sense. Work with the people, them, the real police and
you know what
he contradict himself, brother.
Of course, the days of spaghetti Western police named officers is no longer valid. We don't need no Trinities. We don't need no Djangos. We don't need no Wanadies and no this and that. Django draw Kafna. We don't need it. We don't need no Clint Eastwood and no Eli Wallach and no Rasclat, whosoever else them want to be. We're talking about the integrity of an organization that must be uplifted to work alongside the public, as in serving them, protecting them, and reassuring them. That's what we need. We don't need interference of politicians within the JCF. A man get a ticket, you get your ticket, and you go a court with it then. Wayne, how is it? Listen, if me pull over Mr. G, or Trelawney, or Corinne Griffiths, or Peter Flynn at the chat, just pick out a few names, and them know them as speed. And me go over to them and say, sir or ma'am, you understand, you were speeding. And I know they were speeding, and they know they were speeding. Why them I go pick up them phone and call the Prime Minister and friend them, and say, officer, give me a ticket, and them I go transfer me, and you know you broke the law.
But right away.
You committed an infraction.
But hear this now, right away.
So you're eligible for the ticket, and I can also use my discretion. I can give you a warning and let you go.
That is it. All right. So you come back with the discretion. So may I say no with the woman, you know, with them with the stroke. You don't have no discretion there for use the police. Them not doing them duty. You can't have a citizen getting a stroke and a paramedic come tell you. And you say, no, we'll lock the road, we'll keep her there, no. We now move. You can't use the ambulance, no. Serve, protect, and reassure. You never serve the citizen. Well, in need a health care. Life and death. You never protect them because you leave them to them danger same way. You never reassure them. So the woman could have dead in the car, for Christ's sake, and then you put a yellow tape. You don't get charged. You must get charged. You don't kick out of the force from that piece of shit. The whole I don't know where they do out there about police like 2 nights ago and think a piece of shit. A big load of shit. You don't get charged. But I see for the name too, because we want to figure out there. You try it from the win, yeah? Now I run, because I see some time, my brother. So
Yes, man, big up the wonderful people. Them deal up yo jam. Me see her back in the chat. Everybody bless up on yourself. It's always a pleasure. You know, no one again we have a reason for things where bother us and things that we can talk about. You know.
Yeah, man. And the one Google come do the right thing and crab, but come out and tell people we're gonna shoot people and things at them. For them, no, we couldn't get charged. Because when I get charged, you know, I didn't forget charged with us the word in a better. You understand? The mobile stepping bound. Anyway, me there better later.
Look more.
All right.
Online magazine aiming to captivate and empower. Look no further than Daisy Magazine. Daisy Magazine is the leading online publication in the US. Subscribe to Daisy Magazine, the digital subscription publication, for the chance to win $500 US. Subscribe at www.magster.com/p/Daisy for the chance to win. It's only open to subscribers on Wayne Lonesome YouTube platform. Remember, subscribe to the leading online publication, Daisy Magazine.
Make sure go up. Yeah, man. Co-host, not Sunday, tomorrow. Tomorrow night, so worries, I'm on the whole place, man. Because we now let go after that topic either, We have to choke them people there. It's bad. You understand? Nobody know above the law, but only in Jamaica, Yeah, man. Yeah? Yeah, man. All right, be there, here later. I'm out. Bless up.